Hi, my name is Lindelani Tshikalange. I'm from a small village called Tsianda in Venda, Limpopo province. So I grew up in a family of 5. So I was raised by my mom and my dad, who's a plumber. And I also have 2 siblings. So my village is mostly known for their fruits. So we have all kinds of fruits. Some of the challenges that we faced in our village was access to water. So I remember when I was younger, we used to struggle with water, so we'd rely mostly on borehole water. But at some point, the boreholes started running out, so a lot of people would then rely on river streams for water. So because of these challenges, I knew then that I wanted a career that involved water in it. So my primary school days were very nice, but unfortunately, we faced a lot of challenges in our school. So for example, we had lack of books, so a lot of time we would share books because we didn't have enough books, right? So after passing my matric, I started applying for university, and I remember seeing a flyer of University of Pretoria, and I just fell in love with it. I then went on to Pretoria, where I started my degree. I studied geology, so the degree mainly focused on the geology. We had water modules, obviously we had GIS modules. I think one of the main challenges was using a computer for the first time, because in my high school days and in primary school, we didn't have computers. So after completing my degree at the University of Pretoria, I started looking for jobs. I would apply every day to see if I can find something, but unfortunately, I couldn't find a job. So after a year of just sitting at home, I decided that I was gonna go and study further. That's when I went to the Northwest University to study a degree in hydrogeology. So again, after completing it, I struggled to find a job. So that's when I started volunteering to different schools. So the reason why I chose the schools in my village is because I know just how much they struggle, with resources. So I thought, since my math skills and science skills went too bad, maybe I could make a difference. So how did I get into the GIS career path? I was first introduced to GIS at University of Pretoria. So I did a lot of modules where I used ArcMap, for example. So after completing my studies, I remember searching online looking for something that I could do, and that's when I came across an unemployment Esri program. So I applied for that program, and a few months later, I was shortlisted. All I knew was that it was just a training program. I was not expecting anything to come out of that. So while I was busy with the training program, I remember they just came into class and then they were like, we're gonna shortlist you for an interview. So I was nervous because I wasn't expecting an interview, but I did the interview and fortunately I was shortlisted. So yeah, that's how I got into the internship program. So the benefits of being at Esri South Africa was a lot actually. So we had access to Esri South Africa College, where we could study literally anything, any course for free. And also we were assigned mentors. So everything that our mentor would work on, we would also be exposed to that. At first I always thought GIS could only be applied in the geography field. But then I came here and realized that it was such a big world of GIS, and there were a whole lot of different industries that GIS could be applied in. As part of the internship program at Esri South Africa, we were given an allowance. So with this allowance, it was a great step at trying to be financially independent. The internship program at Esri South Africa was 12 months. So after that, I was stationed at Infratec, which is an enterprise partner to Esri South Africa. So through that, I was part of the experiential training program as part of the internship. So after the experiential training program ended, I had a chat with the director of the company, Rupiwa. So he offered me a contract at the company, and this is where I'm still working right now, practicing as a GIS technician. So being part of the geospatial community, it really means a great deal, because you're surrounded by a community that is like-minded. You get to learn a lot from them. For example, right now I'm busy learning Python, and I know that I can always go online and reach out to the community, and they can always help me navigate the world of Python. When I was offered the internship at Esri South Africa, it meant a great deal to me and my family. So now I get to practice GIS in different fields, one of which is asset management. So I'm grateful to Esri South Africa for what they've done for my career and also what they've done for me personally. My words of wisdom to the youth of South Africa who are currently struggling with finding a job is not to just sit at home. I would really encourage them to get out, volunteer more, because you never know who you might just meet there. And also with volunteering, you also get a chance to learn new skills, and also you're giving back to the community that you grew up in.